I'll be in front. I mean, are they just gonna drag it like over? I mean, they dragged the first one.
Just like how you know how they work. But ain't nothing going on. Some of it unless he actually directed it at somebody. You done said the same shit about you.
His name's Alex.
You just said the same thing about you. But you not trusted to me. Well, all they gonna do write it up or make a motion.
Where's your battery?
So, they want a Facebook Live. Apparently, you have a cord, so I can do a Facebook Live. I expected to kind of walk down here during the 9 a.m. meeting. Call. Why? What's the deal? Well, no, let's get the... Let's get Jerry's.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah, we good. I won't let anyone hear.
down before the big one floats away. But anyhow, I need that other strap like that and a big tackle.
any way we can check back in with you, get your thoughts on this finally coming out?
Sure.
I appreciate it. Here, what I'm gonna do, I don't wanna my guy Scott.
On your way?
Yeah, just a little,
Okay.
if you don't
Just
mind.
hang on to this, and then I'm gonna get it back
Thank you,
out of
man.
the way and try not to disturb you.
I can just hang here?
Yeah,
Can't go too much further this way.
Okay, let me know. So funny.
This is the time for bird watching.
Am I in the way, Scott?
No, but
Oh yeah. Oh Lord.
We straight?
all right, should be good, Bill.
Okay. First of all, what's your name, sir?
Alex Minnick?
Spell both of those for me. I think I know how to spell Alec, but just
Yeah, Alex, and then Minnick is Minik.
Okay. You helped organize the kind of the quasi funeral.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
like a week ago Saturday.
Yeah, I put out an invitation for friends and, people that live on the east side.
Of course.
Yeah.
What motivated you to do that?
Well, I've always had a lot of playful energy, and I see myself as an opportunist, and I just see an opportunity to connect with people, have fun, and I'm a bit of an absurdist, so this is quite the absurd event, and certainly magnetizes me towards it.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Million not doing it with a tow truck.
Is this a uniquely Milwaukee thing?
I feel like it has its Milwaukee flavor to it. This is so unique to happen randomly. It could happen anywhere, but the fact that it happened in Milwaukee, I think, is why we see it maybe being drawn out, having some fun with it, throwing parties with it. I think Milwaukee just loves to gather around absurdism and having like a break in the norm, like breaking the mold. Everyone's coming to take pictures of it. I think it's just bringing people together, and I love it. Yeah.
I mean, this really has achieved cult status.
It's iconic.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you talk about the cult status? I mean, whatever evidence you want to use, social media,
Yeah.
group chats, out and about, whatever,
I don't know. I think the momentum starts to come, and people start tagging it, seeing it on social media with pictures. People are jumping in the water next to it, throwing parties. I heard someone did like a rap music video on the boat. There's been folk songs written about the boat. Like, once that momentum starts, people just gravitate because people want connection. People feel connected to it,
For sure.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I'm going to mention predate me.
Sure.
But
Yeah, I'm saying it
Milwaukee
looks like
had
something
art rock in the 70s.
Okay.
They had the whale wall. Do you remember the Milwaukee Lion?
Yeah. The public library, no?
No.
That's what my dad.
Oh yeah, my friends were like posting me, and they're like, Alex, you got to try to catch this thing. I remember I forgot about the Milwaukee Lion.
yeah, dude.
Milwaukee also had a living lion at the public library, which a lot of people don't know about. Fun fact about Milwaukee.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotta save the shoulders, man.
Go into the city's lore along with all that other stuff. Are we going to
Not
get?
really.
Are you going to get a Facebook or
exactly.
Insta memory in 10 years? Like,
It
oh my
definitely
God.
turned into a landmark.
Absolutely. This is such a nice snapshot of your time and place. Where were you when the boat came to the shores? Where were you when they failed at taking the boat out of the waters and actually produced another baby boat? Where were you when they finally maybe took the boat out?
What's your feeling now as you see it go? Do you want to see it go? Do you not want to see it go? Do you want the boat to win out over these 3 cranes that have been brought in?
Yeah, my personal preference, which I'm not overly attached, although I've been really soaking it in, marinating. I'm open to whatever happens. I won't be heartbroken either way. But my personal preference is that the boat wins. And I would love, I would hate for whoever it inconveniences that the machinery breaks, but there's a small sadistic part of my brain that wants to see a crane snap.
No one hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't want anyone hurt, and I don't want any inconvenience either. But like, there's like kind of a whimsical, fun, like, can the saga continue? I don't know.
It's like when a llama gets out of a zoo, you cheer for the llama to escape
kind
to
of
a prairie and live out the rest of their days in Milwaukee.
100%.
That's kind of what we want with the boat.
100%.
Okay. I'm in great shape, sir.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Get some good pigs. Somebody get out.
I will enjoy. Be safe.
I appreciate it. All right.
Now it's not.
One false step, Scott. One false step.
Kind of creative with how I shot that. I kind of framed them up with you like chilling in the rocks with them.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, if you want to do another plane. I think they were rolling on that, so
Okay.
it's gonna be tough for me to cut stuff for noon with all this going on.
All good. Okay, Monte's coming down.
Cool, that's good. I mean, it's just nice, like, if someone can get interviews while I,
Yeah. No, that should be what's happening, but. I think we were fine, right?
Hey, Chris, can we have 2 different straps? What? Can we have 2 different straps through there? No. Can we get another one down so we can do 2? There's nowhere to attach it. I'll do. Because I can't use both cables that I need 2 straps.
It was awesome. I think that's the exact. The zeitgeist, yes. The thing we're talking about. When I talked to Supervisor Washington yesterday,
Ronaldo, I need 2
he was
pipes.
giving me the impression we wouldn't get anywhere near this. So I am glad to be surprised about that.
Yeah.
Like I honestly thought we were gonna be on the pier or something.
Yeah, me too. When I talked to Snyder here, that's how it is now.
Well, and I relayed that info to Fry. I'm like, oh my God, we gotta get a drone down here. We're not gonna get anywhere near this. Happy to be wrong.
Yeah.
Don't turn an ankle. Softball team moves you.
Oh, yeah.
That would seem to be an issue. I love the geese. I love the geese. Hey, what do you got doing?
Chris, we're gonna run that pump again. Yeah? Yeah, come on.
You don't want to use that? I would love to, but if I'm racing cars, I'm not going to do.
Can you let that line out? I just don't want it to. Not that line. Blew out. We're like at a strong point. But I just want to protect the strap. Can you like grab it down to the arrow? He did let off, I think. Brian. Hey, how many black you want? 2 or 3? No. We're actually good. We're against a piece of like structural aluminum right now. We just have to protect the strap from getting damaged. I want to get that a lot of the wood in there. I need more. Okay, I need more. More? No, more. Wait. Coming up. Tell me when.
this did not turn out well for us, did it?
Officials?
No, we're not going to bother with it. It moved. Jerry, it moved. Nice.
Hey, we should look at this quick. Hey, you want to go in the boat and check it again?
Go in the boat.
I gotta get another strap through that window.
turned it off just so.
Right now, I think it'll cut through the boat before it goes through the trap. Any kind of hole on the bottom like we did on the other side, though? What?
It's on now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a cord in the car. I can, yeah. We can call in on my phone too.
purchase it. We got such.
Is that right?
But back in February when we were still in this commission, I took a nap and signed the vote.
Right. I enjoyed the day sets. I guess this morning, before I got here, but yeah, a lot of boat war. A lot of music videos, a lot of photos. Oh yeah,
One of the first things I tagged this way back got it covered up pretty quick, but it was very nice.
What? Yeah. Right. Yeah. It kind of created its own little niche. Yeah. What will happen once it's gone? Go back to the sea. Right.
I just sort of what's that? So it's like I got a big ticket.
Like every moment. What? I'm gonna narrate all that. Do you
I don't know if I need to, but shotgun mic fine.
get that fun?
Give me a lot? Yeah, give me a lot.
Just for Facebook Live.
Just for Facebook, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this on?
It should be.
Is this thing on? Alright. Alright, guys. I think there are a lot of people watching on our Facebook channel. My name is Bill Walsh. I am a reporter, sometimes anchor with the station. I'm going to stay off camera. I'm going to stay right behind camera. Our photographer extraordinaire, Scott Depew, getting all the action here. We've been here since earlier than 9 a.m. We've got a little bit of a pause in the action. Let me tell you what has been happening. First thing they did is they got the rescue pontoon out of there. Jerry's salvage pontoon, that was the first thing to go. That was easy. Now what they did is attach straps around the front of the hull of Deep Thought. But they've run into a little bit of a snag, because as they've been pulling on the boat with those straps attached to a crane, the straps have literally torn into the hull of the SS Minnow, which is not good. You don't want to just pull off the front of the boat. So it's been attach more straps, dig out some sand so it comes out easier, work on the straps some more, dig out some sand, try to pull it, and the cycle continues on and on and on. This is fun down here, you guys. We've got about, I'm bad at counting people, but I would say about 100 people down here. We've got all media from everywhere down here. We've got fishing boats out looking at this happening. We've got, of course, All City Towing, utilizing 2 cranes and about a dozen workers working on the boat. So this is a massive scale operation, and we got a beautiful day for it. It's a great day to be down by the lake. And listen, coming into today, I thought that we would be much farther away, that there would be kind of a large security checkpoint to get in here or whatever, but as you can see, we're pretty close. Me and about 100 of my best friends all trying to check out the final stages of Deep Thought, or the SS Minnow. Since late October, there's been a lot of stuff happening. There's been failed attempts to get it out. There's been DJ sets. There's been music videos. There's been all sorts of social media posts. There have been people coming in to take pieces of the boat out. I assume those will end up on eBay. I heard an alderman actually has a large section of the boat and is going to make a bench out of that. That is a bit of a rumor, so I'm not going to call out the alderman that supposedly has that. Here's a little tidbit for Facebook Live. A lot of people are wondering what is going to happen to this thing, and I asked District 3 County Supervisor Sheldon Wasserman about that yesterday, because I was interested. I thought, hey, you know, you're spending $50,000 getting this thing out. Why don't you auction off sections of the boat for charity or to recoup the money? And he was like, Bill, that's a great idea, but there may be some legal issues with that. You know, if anyone were to get hurt with the boat or hurt with the removal of the boat, who's going to cut all this stuff up? Where are they going to stage that? You know, there's a lot of issues with doing that. It's a great idea, and they might still look at it. So if you do want a piece of the boat, maybe inquire with your local politician. But as far as doing that on an official level, that may not eventually happen. He kind of said, listen, I think we're just going to throw this thing in the garbage. You know, the boat has reached cult status in Milwaukee. No one wants to see that end for it, but I think probably, at least according to county officials right now, that is where it's going to end up. All right, that is my narration. That is an update on what is happening out here. If you're watching us on Facebook, I appreciate it. You guys are great. And check us out at noon, 4 and 5 for the best coverage we can handle. Bill Walsh, Scott Depew, signing out for now.
whole lot of real estate left out of that hole.
I know, like
they're gonna have to pull it from somewhere else eventually.
I know. Well, and I mean, are they going to drill in the back of the boat and then run the straps in there? I mean, it would seem to be the same results, would it not?
We're literally just like splitting it.
Yes, I do too.
Now we're gonna have two.
All right, guys. Bill Walsh here with CBS 58. Hello to everyone watching us on Facebook and YouTube. There's a bit of an update, also kind of a bit of a pause. Scott, I want you to focus in on the straps. Basically what they've been doing is attaching straps and also a chain to the front of the hull and then pulling on the boat to try to drag it out. But you can see through Scott's photography there that the straps are actually pulling through the hull, and they don't have a lot of real estate left. They are in danger, if they do this again, of just ripping the straps straight through the hull, which I'm not an engineer, but I'm pretty sure they absolutely do not want to do that. So now I will direct your attention to the back of the boat. There are, I think, 1 or 2 workers back there messing around back there. What I think they have done is set up a generator, which I think maybe you can hear. I'll point the microphone at the generator. I don't know. That's not very loud. But there's definitely the hum of a generator going right now, and it appears they're pumping or bilging water out of the cabin of the SS Minnow to make it lighter. From what I have seen in there, I've not actually been in the boat, but there's a lot of sand back there too, which is obviously making this a lot heavier. So at least for now, they're getting the water out of there. They're going to need a heck of a lot of shop vacs if they want the sand to get out of there. But that is the work that is happening right now. The crane, the wire from the first crane has been given a bunch of slack. The wire from the second crane is still a little bit taut, but I think we've gotten a pause here. I think what they've got to do, at least in their estimation, and again, I am not an engineer, not even close, but I think they got to try to lighten this boat up before they give it another heave-ho with the cranes to try to pull this out of here. One question I am wondering is, are they just going to drag the hull of the boat over all these jagged rocks? Like that? I mean, this boat is not seaworthy, obviously, but is the boat not going to disintegrate when it does that? I don't know if they have a plan for that. Maybe they've got those fun furniture sliders that we all use on our couch, on the hardwood floor in our house. Maybe they've got furniture sliders. I don't know. But if they try to drag that boat over these huge, heavy, jagged rocks, I see that potentially going poorly. Maybe they got, I don't know, maybe they got mats or something. I'm sure they thought of that. Not trying to armchair quarterback. But if you're wondering, watching our live stream, why we've kind of reached a pause in the action, that is what we're seeing here. So listen, guys. Scott and I are here. We're watching everything happen. If you guys have questions, I can't jump on the stream to take your questions live, but our digital web content manager, Megan, will send me some good questions that I will try to answer if you have questions. Again, not an engineer. I know I've said that 15 times. But all right, I'll get off the stream for a while. Again, if you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, we really appreciate it. We love you guys, and I'll be back at you pretty soon. Oh, and please watch us at noon. All right, bye, you guys.
Yes, nice to see you again, sir.
Gosh, you are a star. We met at the boat last week.
We did. It's here we are again.
We laughed, we cried.
I'm streaming, by the way, on my thing too. I know you were too, and people are like, "Oh man, you should listen as a contributor since we can hear your commentary."
Oh, word. Okay, sorry. Listen.
No, thank you.
Don't mean to jump into your stuff, but you know,
We're all in the same boat here.
yeah. Oh,
Thank you.
but I'm pumped. Okay, I'll jump back on with questions. I should just leave the lob out. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I will be a little more efficient about that next time. Oh, it's on. All right, guys. Bill Walsh back again. Probably in danger of wearing out my welcome since I'm jumping on the stream too many times, but we did get questions. Most of these are cheeky that do not demand serious answers, but I'll do my best. Why is this not an Airbnb yet? I have looked at the inside. The accommodations are Spartan at best. I don't think you want to stay there. It would take some renovation. And, you know, I mean, maybe the county could Airbnb it and then, you know, force anyone who stays there to clean it up. That's kind of the modus operandi of Airbnb, right? Like you clean it all up. Maybe that's a secret. Did we find Gilligan? Did not see Gilligan. Someone does have an SS Minnow sticker on the front of the boat on the, I believe, the starboard side, front starboard. Shout out Bob Denver. I believe Bob Denver is no longer with us. So no, Gilligan, not here. Everything about this removal screams not gonna happen. Yeah, sir or ma'am, you may be onto something. I would say the boat is winning right now. You know, the boat is beating out a bunch of humans and a lot of heavy equipment. So, and honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I would say the majority of the people here kind of want the boat to win. You know, they want it to stick around. They want this saga to continue. It's like when a llama escapes the zoo and goes running down the freeway or whatever. You always want the llama to get away and find a prairie where it can just eat grass and live out its life in peace. You don't want the humans to come back and capture it and lock it back up in a cage. You know, people want Deep Thought to sail away and run free. I think that's a legitimate feeling. Do I know what happens to the boat once it's removed? Yes and no. I don't think it's been decided officially yet, but I did speak to District 3 Supervisor Sheldon Wasserman yesterday. He said, listen, I think we're just going to throw this in the dump. And that may not be what some people want. Maybe people want this to be hung as a trophy or a monument of some kind. This has, of course, reached cult status in the world. And it was suggested, I wasn't the first one to think of this, obviously, but what if you cut up pieces of the boat and sell it? You know, I would imagine, you know, some bar or restaurant, you know, would want the back of this boat, Deep Thought, hanging on their wall as a trophy. I could totally see that at like fourth base or something. They would pay good money for that. But Wasserman said there are legalities involved. You know, not gonna, you know, it's always the legal system that's messing with things, right? So I do think the odds-on favorite is this just ends up in the dump. So if you wanted a souvenir from this thing, you should have come last night. Not that I encourage that kind of behavior, because I'm representing a station right now. Why are they inside the boat? Oh, yes. They are inside the boat, I think, to try to get some of the water and the sand out of there to make it lighter so they can give this another pull. Yeah. Where's that dancer when the work starts? Yeah, they probably don't. They probably don't want her dancing on there. It would, of course, be a lot better entertainment, but her safety would obviously be compromised. Was there a shared plan of removal? I don't know the meaning of this question. I think everyone just thought Jerry's salvage company could handle this until it was obvious that Jerry's salvage company could not handle this. And then the county stepped in and they said, all right, we're going to spend tens of thousands of dollars. We are going to pull in the big rigs, the big equipment. We are not going to mess around with this anymore. And we are going to get this done. So in the sense, I don't know, sharing. I think it was like, yeah, Jerry will handle it. It'll be fine. And then everyone, I think when the rescue raft also shipwrecked, I think everyone came to the realization like, oh, we're going to need a bigger boat, so to speak, to paraphrase Roy Scheider's line from the movie Jaws. We're going to need more stuff. So I hope that answers your question. I'm not sure it does, but there you go. All right, those are the questions I have so far. Keep them coming. If you, oh, wait a minute. We've got more. That boat is junk. Sure. Yeah, it is certainly not seaworthy anymore. Oh, couldn't the people working to move the boat use some sort of inflatable floats to lift it? Again, I'll say it again. I said it 4 times in the last live stream. I am not an engineer, but here's my layman's take on that. I think that back of the boat is way too heavy for any inflatable floats to make a lick of difference. There is the tide or the waves have washed in a ton of sand into that boat. It is, the back of it is literally filled with beach sand and rocks, and still some water, even though they've been trying to pump that out. So no, I don't think anything inflatable will get that out. You would need some very heavy duty stuff to get that out. Also, how do you get the inflatable stuff underneath the hull? Because it's clearly marooned. It's parked on the sand right now. So no, a valid idea, of course, but I think logistically, I don't think you can get the inflatables under there. And again, I'm not the total expert on this, but that's my guess as to why that won't work. All right. We did have a Facebook commenter who said just our shotgun mic is kind of like an ASMR kind of calming feeling watching this. So my answering questions probably messes that up. So for that one viewer out there, we appreciate you. I'm going to take a break for a while, and if needed, if there's an update, I will jump back on and tell you some random stuff. Okay? Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope to see you at noon on the broadcast channel.
Stop. Ready. It's like we're pulling again.
Yeah. Out my sunblock.
What?
There was a dude, and I want to find him, who was selling pieces of the boat, and then they metal across his Matt got one, and they were $10, and I'm like, sure, I'll take that one.
I think I may have got the last one. I don't know. It said 5 of 5, so.
He only made, not a big businessman.
Yeah.
Make 50 of those.
So props to him, you know, enterprising young man to come down.
I
here
would have
and,
happily contributed to his college fund.
That's right.
Happily.
Oh, golly.
Good. They were like, oh, can we get a Facebook Live? And like, I tried to send you one. You know, just for hanging out.
whether you're down here today or just watching online, it's a
So,
it's better
yeah.
dated.
I mean, I'll
funny
have
that
to do live shots.
the multiple aborted, unsuccessful attempts to tow the boat, they had really lousy weather. We're really
Yes, and I'm the captain.
by the way.
Yes, I
Today, this
I'm gonna change batteries.
calm on the water. So like I said, I'll leave the weather details.
I'm supposed to be coming down. She already left. What's up, Hannah? Good, the gang's back together.
Ooh, I might be pulling again.
Here we go.
I know. Oh boy. Slow and easy, boys. Scott, the chain on the bottom there,
Yeah.
where does that go, you think? Did they
It's
wrap
coming
it
out of the bottom there.
They wrapped it all the way around?
Yeah. I mean, I think, depending on how far these go out, once it gets up to a point, I think they're gonna.
Let's empty this thing. Give me like 4 holes on each side. Yeah? We need more holes. We need them down the side. Right here. Now what?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that is the question, isn't it?
Actually, no, I think that's fine.
Oh, that was the easy part.
Honestly,
You know.
I imagine at least a lot of the water
So, as you can see, the boat.
Alright.
You have it, don't you?
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Up on sand, there's
Alright.
2 rocks. Seems like that's really half the battle.
Very keen to see where it goes.
Okay, guys, Bill Walsh here. I think you can see what has happened. The boat is pretty much all on dry land. If you want to be pedantic with me and say that some of the boat is still in the water, I guess I have to say you're right. But they gave it one last pull over the last 5 minutes or so, and the SS Minnow is now 95% on dry land. Oh, and here comes some inflatables. This actually was a question from the last time I came on. Can't they get some inflatables underneath it to kind of prop it up a little bit? That may be what is happening here. So, commenter, maybe you were onto something there. Not sure about that. But I think the question is, guys, what now happens next? This almost seems like the easy part, because now they have to negotiate these very large, very heavy rocks to get this boat really the heck out of here. Now they've got 2 cranes to do that, but are they just going to try to drag this boat over the rocks? That can't be what's happening. They've got a mat. They've got a carpet they're going to lay down or something, right? Okay. My photographer Scott says that these white floaty looking things that are on the back of the boat may be straps that will be affixed underneath the boat to try to get some leverage under there or pad the boat as they drag it up over the rocks. Only All City Towing knows, and they're busy at work, so they're not talking. But that is the update for now. The boat is, for the first time in more than 6 months, I believe almost 7 months, out of the water. We have seen major progress here. It only took a few hours to do it, but we have made progress. Okay, I'm going to jump off. Also, I'm going to have to jump on the news at noon on CBS 58. We do invite you to watch that fine coverage, which is coming up.
Good. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna try to put something under it enough to where they can get one of the cranes on the back and one of the cranes on the front end
And just
lift it off. I'm no engineer,
As
it has been said.
700 times. I just want to make sure. Oil absorbers. Okay.
Oh.
Floating oil. All right. Well,
Good to know.
I learn something every day.
Yeah. I still think my theory's right, though.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, they're not focusing on the back of the boat at all. They're soaking up oil.
Yeah. These strings. Those strings.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way they're just gonna.
No, there's no way. You can't. That would be.
Honestly,
I'm not gonna lie. I did too.
Yeah, just so this way when the water washes up.
how's your mic battery? I would turn it off for now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's on. It's on. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
Let me jump back on. I want to clarify. All right, guys. Bill Walsh jumping back on. I told you over the course of the morning several times that I'm not an engineer or an expert in any way. And I'll tell you what, some of you Facebook commenters are kind of experts on stuff, because we thought those white floaty looking things might be straps of some kind. They are absolutely not. I haven't verified this through officials or whatever, but these are absorption materials to try to soak up all the oil that is draining out of the boat. That is the only logical conclusion. We've seen workers drag it all over the shore here to try to soak up some random gas or oil. So hey, Facebook commenters, you were right, I was not right. And just to set the record straight, I don't claim 100% accuracy on this stuff. I am just shooting from the hip and telling you what I see. So as you can see one more time, the boat is out. It's out. It's out of the water for the first time in almost 7 months. We have team coverage down here, and the crowd has grown. We're definitely well over 100 people watching this live between both sides of this. We have 2 reporters here. We have a number of cameras here. We have drone coverage overhead. Can I tell you a secret about the drone? You may be watching our coverage at noon and 4 today, and you'll say, Bill, what happened to that sweet drone video? Well, let me give you some inside baseball here. Someone painted something rather offensive on the top of the boat, and if we give you the high angle shot of the boat, you're going to see that offensive thing. And since we are the news, we are governed by rules and governed by politeness and decorum. We cannot show you a lot of that video. So we're all kind of disappointed. We were excited that we're going to have this drone flying around. We're going to get these sweet angles of the removal of the boat. Well, some, let's just say, artist kind of put those plans to bed. So you'll see a little bit of drone footage from a certain angle, but the up high angle where you could see something that is potentially triggering, you're not going to see that. So little bit of behind the scenes of how some decisions get made at a TV news station. It looks like we are paused right now. There are workers on the boat doing some stuff, affixing some straps. You still see the oil absorption materials being dragged around. So the pulling with the cranes is done for now. I will jump back off the stream. Actually, what I'm going to do is do a couple of live shots for noon and 12:30. We do invite you very politely to watch those. But if I need to jump on, if I've got more random stuff that pops into my head, I'll be back on to tell you. Oh, keep sending in the questions because Megan is forwarding them to me. And if I get questions, a good question or really a bad question, I'll try to answer it for you. Cheers. Yeah, we'll get some set up.
What time do you?
11:49.
Yeah, grab it.
Am I allowing this?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that okay with you?
I'm a I was working it.
Cool.
Uh,
I think you're good. Like right there.
Right there?
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, you're not going to spend a lot of time on me.
No.
Okay. All right, let's not kill ourselves.
It's a good rule.
Yep.
You gonna sit?
I have to, I think, don't
All
I?
right.
I don't want to block the boat.
Then maybe go over there.
Over here?
If you can.
All right. You're putting me more out of the way.
Well,
You telling me I got a face for radio?
I'm just
Is that what
saying,
you're
I
telling me?
can put you on. And
No,
then
no, I understand. I understand. I get it. It's unorthodox, but
Yeah. There you go. That's perfect.
let's do it this way. I'm probably in somebody's way, and they're going to be mad at me, and I don't want them to be mad at me.
Blame it on me.
Okay. That's what all reporters do, is
Yeah.
blame it on the photog, right? All right, anyone watching the live Facebook stream, I'm sorry. Also, this is going to rub against my shirt. Prepare for that. Well, let's hear this. All right, all right.
It's in there good. So if anyone wants to take some time, because I'm sure you guys want to see it come out, now's a good time for a bathroom break, or go get some food, because like I said, at least an hour and a half before the action starts, right?
Can you tell me again what was in the bottom of the boat or whatever?
It's mud. There's about 2 feet of mud, and I'd have to do a quick Google search to see how heavy that is, but you probably got 30 to 35 feet, 8 foot wide, 2 feet deep. It's heavy.
Real quick, the plan is to not just drag this over the rocks. Is that what are you going to
Well,
do?
we're going to shoot the front to the sky, and then we're going to pull the back to the rocks, and then we're going to teeter it over. So yeah, it is going to be a little ugly.
Okay, good to
But
know.
it's heavy, so absolutely, yeah. I mean, we'll be here till tomorrow if we have to. It shouldn't be that long, but this is hard. It's a lot heavier even than I thought. So
Were you in danger of ripping the straps out of the hole on the front there?
we were, yeah, and that's why we're going to rig it a little stronger. We're going to do some inside rigging from the engines to the chains that we have, just so we're not at risk of ripping anymore. And there's going to be some big cuts put in it. There isn't. I mean, I'd love to put my guys in there with shovels, but it's all like in the floorboard and everything. So that's why we're going to spend a lot of time to rig it.
So recap exactly from 7 o'clock until now, we've been pretty much getting it rolled out. What are some other things that you guys have been doing?
Well, we're just trying to get it straight. This is kind of like the safe spot, right? Get it to land and make sure that the boat wasn't going to rip apart. And that's kind of what we saw. So now we're going to take the extra precautions. I'm not going to lie, it's really nerve-wracking with you guys here. You should go home and watch from TV. We'd feel a lot better. But just know we're working really hard on it. But we are going to have a lot of beach time right now. So good time to break. It's Pillar, Piller.
So you guys just bringing up a bunch of
Lots of chain. Lots of chain.
Where are you going for lunch?
I don't think we could eat right now. We just want to get it done. So let's talk afterwards. But we got an hour and a half, 2 hours, before, like I said, before the action starts again. So
Appreciate you. Oh, guys watching on Facebook, did you see all that? We just got an update from Jeff Pillar. He is with All City Towing. I am imagining he is the foreman or supervisor, whatever you want to call it. We are going to be taking about an hour and a half to 2 hour break. He talked about the 2 feet of mud just caked in the bottom of the boat, which is making this very, very heavy to get out. So they've been working on this all morning. They're going to take a break. They are confident that this thing is coming out today. So there you have it. I'm going to jump off the stream. We got to wrap. We've got actual broadcast television to do. I'll catch you guys later. Do you want me back over here?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, that'll work in some aspect.
Yeah, we can't turn that around for noon at all.
So there you go. I mean,